Hi, I've been wanting to come on here since this morning, but sorry, my throat. Someone doesn't want me to talk. I've been wanting to come on to this morning, but I've been busy. Saturday, kids, whatnot. I've had messages all this week telling me that when I get downloads and I feel the pull to come on here and share something, I will feel it and I will know. And quite honestly, for the last 6 weeks, I've not been feeling it, and I think I've just trusted in divine timing. I kept hearing that a lot, trust divine timing, and I just believed that I wasn't receiving anything. I wasn't feeling that pull to come on, and I think I was still doing purging old triggers, dealing with it's not even been 3 months since me and my partner split up, and yes, it was my choice, and it was so divinely led, because I think for quite a while I've known deep down since my awakening. I've had messages and I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe that that was the one thing that I had to let go of, because I believed he was my forever person. I thought I was going to spend my life with him. I loved him in a way that I've never loved anyone, as in a relationship, a romantic relationship. All other men disappeared from me when it came to him. He was just everything. I loved him. I was just completely his. I was devoted to him. And it was quite clear that his love for me wasn't the same. And so much, it was just very toxic from day one. I've never trusted him. I searched his phone, everything. There was just been red flags constantly throughout our whole relationship. That's not all on him. I'm not bashing him in any way, because I was simply mirroring out to the universe what I thought I deserved, because I'd not dealt with any of my demons, any of my past versions of me. I've not done any healing whatsoever. I was lost, so lost, and I truly believed I didn't deserve anything good. So every time things started to go good, I felt like I was sabotaging it myself completely. But he did so many things throughout our relationship that I had boundaries, and I believe others would have felt the same. I know there's some people that wouldn't, but the boundaries he crossed time and time again, and I openly spoke about them, and he didn't want to accept them. He just thought it was all in my head, and he would make me feel like I was going crazy, and it's just the most awful feeling. And I know that what has come to me this morning, I had to come on here and share, because I got a message from my mentor, who I found on YouTube, and oh my gosh, I've felt for a few months now, and she has a light and love club, and she channels Source, she channels Zero, and she has just done many experiences, and at the moment there's another one called Chosen, and it's just, I can't tell you how it's changed things for me in a way of how we're convinced and we're programmed to not choose ourselves, and it's just, that is delusional to me now. Like, how would you never not choose yourself? Like, this is our life. You get one life here. Your soul is here to experience a human experience, and it's so short. Why wouldn't you choose yourself? Why wouldn't you choose the life that you want? And yes, I'm not talking about children and putting yourself against, but in relationships and just most areas of your life. I'm not being funny, even your children. If you don't choose yourself, like I have been told that I'm selfish and wrong for ending my relationship because it's wrong and selfish to my children. Well, for me, I don't see it as that. Me being the best version of me, I don't think will ever be a selfish thing for my children. And that is one thing that is really, I want to get it out there. I want people to start realising that what came to me this morning, me, all over the place. Her name's Courtney. It was a message, and she said, and she channeled through Source, and they said that I will be divinely compensated. And it's not going to be something that I think I need. It's going to be something that I don't know I need. And my brain won't be able to figure it out. It's nothing that my brain, it's nothing my brain thinks I need, basically. And I got that message and I was like, okay, well, we'll see. And I was working out and a notification popped up on my phone on Facebook. And I will say I'm not a Facebook girl at all. I'm Instagram all the way. And so for me it's very rare I get notifications regarding my ex. Like, obviously we were together, but there was only, and it came to me this morning, one other time that I got a notification that came up on my Facebook literally a year ago. But this notification came up this morning and I clicked on it. And he's single. I broke up. I ended the relationship. That's on me. It's not the actual comment, really, because he made a comment like that when we were together. And yeah, on another woman's post. But the thing in that moment of reading what he had put on her post, it was like honestly, I just knew in that moment that was a divine compensation that I needed. I didn't know I needed, because this week, since seeing him Tuesday and Wednesday, I was just, the guilt I had for ending things and for how all the things he was telling me, that he only wants me, that he loves me, he feels lost without me, and I'm not doubting any of that. But he has played me and manipulated me for so long. This week I was really struggling. Wednesday I couldn't stop crying all day. I felt so awful and I was doubting. I know deep down that me ending it with him was the best thing. But my human, who's still in love with him and still loves him and cares and hates seeing him sad and hates knowing that he's in pain in any kind, and that I'm causing that, I couldn't. And I know it's part of me purging. I had to let it go. That is the biggest trigger. He was my biggest trigger and my biggest insecurity. And I told him that. And I know I was tested when he was here and I stood my ground and I was proud of myself. But Wednesday really got me and I was in the lowest of low. Thursday, I felt a bit more lifted and I was okay. But yesterday again, I felt bad. I felt like was I doing the right thing, ending my relationship? Did I really give it enough go? And I was questioning it and doubting it. I know in my heart, in my soul, that it was the right thing, but it doesn't stop you from hurting and it doesn't stop you from doubting your decision. But this, for me today, getting that notification, to some that might be ridiculous, but for me, it was what I didn't even realise I needed. Because in that moment, all that hurt and that upset and guilt and shame that I felt this week, it went away. And it was that final kind of cord cutting that I needed, and that final realization that he's exactly who I always thought he was. Him in that moment. And I know he's single, so he can post what he wants on anyone's. But he has made me feel so bad that I'm the only person he wants. Yet, literally 24 hours ago, he could quite easily comment on another woman's post in that way, which was, don't get me wrong, the post, she was beautiful. It's nothing to do with her, but it's just, oh my God, it just made me realise, Jesus Christ, I am so happy to be out of that. Because he commented, wow, nice legs. Do you want to open them for me? And it was just that he is exactly who I always knew he was. He was one person to me. He showed me he loved me, and yes, he was the most devoted person, but when he was out in the world, I just knew. It was an inner knowing that he was really different when he was without me and I was not there. He's proved that time and time again with the messages that he's lied to me about. The whole reason that I wanted to come on here, please, if you are in any doubt and you're in a relationship and you are getting this gut feeling or just an inner feeling of just something doesn't feel right, please trust it. Because for 7 long years, I have not listened to my intuition that was screaming at me. There was red flags everywhere. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he actually physically cheated, but for me, initiating speaking with another woman and things that he has said to other women, that's initiating it. That's putting it out there. And that for me, that's cheating. That's the start of wanting to cheat. And he always said, oh, I'd never respond if any of them text me back. That is not right, clearly. And the amount of times, which is why I never felt good enough in that relationship, because how could you, it blows my mind. But I just know that I had to come on here and share it. That please, if you are having any doubt and you're in a relationship and you feel something isn't right, trust it. Trust that gut feeling. Because I had red flags throughout my whole relationship, and it was only up until, well, nearly 3 months ago that I finally had the courage to end it. But I have been so divinely led. My angels have given me so many synchronicities and signs screaming at me that he wasn't my person, that I had put so much into us. Actually stepping away from it and being out of that relationship now, I can now see how toxic it was. My first real long relationship of 17 years was very toxic, and it was abusive. He was a narcissist. It was just the most, yeah. It was just, and so I think when that ended, I didn't have time. I went straight into another, and I shouldn't have. But I went in and I really thought he was everything. I thought don't get me wrong, he's a great dad. I'll never take that away from him. But he has just, seeing that today has just made me realise that me ending it was the best thing I could do. And I am no longer going to hold guilt for that. I'm no longer going to feel shame. I'm no longer going to feel bad to my children, because me being the best version of me is the best thing for my children. Me being happy and feeling free and not overthinking 24/7 is the best things for my children. Not only myself, but for my children. Because I'm there and I'm present, because the last 7 years I haven't been. I've been so lost in him. I've been so lost in the insecurities and overthinking. And I mean, it has been horrific. When I think that I've lived like that for 7 years, oh my God, the freedom that I feel now. But I just want someone, even if it's just one person that I can help with this message, please don't doubt your intuition. Don't doubt, even if you don't know that is. If there's a feeling in you that's telling you something isn't right, don't ignore it, please. Because I did for so long. And all along, my angels all along have been guiding me, have been trying to give me signs, trying to tell me it is a red flag, please listen. And even now when I speak, I think there's my hairdresser, she's my friend too, but when I told her I'd ended my relationship, she just said the amount of times she knew. She didn't want to say anything, but the things that I was telling her, it was like, ooh, that's not okay. And I think I was always so fearful to tell people, because I think I knew deep down it was red flags. I didn't want them to tell me that it was wrong, because I loved him so much. I didn't want to see that. I thought he was going to be the person I spend the rest of my life with. Oh my God, I know wholeheartedly that I deserve so much better than that. I deserve to be loved in the way that I love. And I know I love wholeheartedly. I love with everything I have. I devoted myself completely to him. And I know that real love, true, soulmate, divine counterpart kind of love is not that love. It's not surface level love. It's love that goes far beyond sex. And I think I now realise that that's how my partner is. I've known that for a long time, but I've just been too afraid to really see it and admit it. But I'm just really happy because I know wholeheartedly that I have done the right thing, and I know that me moving forward now, I've let it go. I've cut that cord once and for all. That there is nothing that he can say and do now that will make me doubt my decision at ending us. And I just want more people out there to realise that you choosing yourself and you loving and respecting yourself first is in no way selfish, and it's not delusional, and it is not wrong. Here on the new earth, that's the only way that we live, is by choosing ourselves, being the best version of ourselves, and wanting everyone around us to be choosing and loving themselves in the same way. Like, that's the best way to be the most high vibrational version of you that just lives the most amazing life. That we're not doubting and second guessing ourselves, that we're not overthinking, that we are just, oh my God, I've spent so much of my life, the last 7 years I have spent consumed by someone else. And it's just not how it should be. We are here for a reason. Our souls coded this life, this human experience, literally to the T. It coded everything. Our parents, every single experience we experience, our souls coded before we reincarnated here. Whatever it is that you are here to achieve in this human experience, you coded it before you reincarnated. Your soul did. Yes, I do believe that how your human navigates it and navigates the experiences that you are meant to experience is down to the human, and how it weaves its way round and comes out of that experience. But ultimately, you have to experience that, and eventually your human will get to that point that it needs to get to achieve that experience, whatever it is that you are here to be experiencing. Like, I know that I was everything that I've experienced, everything, literally throughout my life. I know now, I never understood why, but I know that it was for me to awaken at this time, for me to awaken to my soul's purpose, for me to be the person I am. I'm meant to share me and my journey with others, because I know I'm here to help others in some way. I don't fully know the ins and outs. I just know the pull. Since knowing my soul's purpose and realizing it and awakening to it, I have cut so much out of my life. I literally have my children. I have cut cords with my family. I've cut cords with the person who I thought was the love of my life, and I never thought I could be without. I have done it. I've had messages saying, can you actually see what you've actually achieved in 6 months? What you've actually, the inner shadow work, the inner demons, the triggers that have kept me, I felt like they've kept me hostage for so long, for my whole, especially this last 7 years. I felt like I have had dark demons around me. I've had dark, negative, low vibrational energies attached to me. Every time I tried to overcome the overthinking and overcome the negativity, it was like this little devil was on my shoulder telling me, who do you think you are? Why do you think that you deserve that? Look at all the past versions you've been. You don't deserve anything good. Everything bad that comes to you is coming to you because you deserve it. That is how I felt. And it's so wrong. I know that everything I've experienced, I think that's why I can sit and I've let go and I have forgiven everything and everyone, and I've even forgiven myself for the past versions I've been of myself that I've hated and carried so much shame and guilt for. But it's all been for a reason. For me to be the person I am now, for me to be seen, to be heard, even if people think I'm crazy. I just know that every soul that reincarnates here, we are all here for a reason. There's a reason why we're here. And there's a reason why we've reincarnated right now. And not that long ago, if someone was to say to me, you could win the lottery, here, there's a lump sum of money, you'll be happy. Years ago, I've gone, oh my God, that would have been all my problems, everything, I'd be the happiest person. Now, I think my relationship, I've mended my relationship with money because it doesn't have the hold on me that it did before. Yes, don't get me wrong, we all love nice things and I can't wait to have my own home and to have and to give the life that I know my children and myself are meant to have. But it doesn't fill me with what my soul's purpose does. Like the knowing that I'm here for something far greater than me, that I'm here to change how we love and to be a new earth leader here, oh my gosh, outweighs any amount of money. And yes, like I say, money helps, but money doesn't bring you happiness. It really doesn't. It doesn't bring you the passion and the feeling that I have now so deep within me. It's like something's been lit up, and it hasn't been an easy journey, far from it. Even like recently, I've really struggled, especially this week. But now I know there's a reason for it. I know that me purging and me going through it and me experiencing and me letting go and feeling angry and feeling, and it can feel sometimes like a, oh gosh, I've doubted and thought, oh no, am I going, it's that feeling of emptiness and hopelessness, and it's feeling that I felt when I was depressed, when I was suffering with depression. But it's not that. I know deep in my soul, I know that is not what I'm experiencing. What I'm experiencing is for me, and it's for me to become and to purge and let go everything that cannot come with me moving forward. And when I feel that and I remember why that's happening, I can disconnect and I can go, okay, and I can push through my day, and it always lightens me. And there's synchronicities and there's things, and I think, no, I know I'm on the right path. I know everything I'm doing is getting me to the best version of me, is getting me to the 5D new human that I know I'm here for. I know that I am. It's just my 3D external, the external hasn't quite caught up yet with my internal 5D version of me. So, but yeah, I just felt so pulled to come on here, and for me that was such an exciting feeling. I was so happy to feel that and know that I had to share that light bulb moment for me, and that real, oh my God, I know wholeheartedly that I have done the right thing, that all those doubts this week that I've had have just gone, and there's no stopping me now. So yeah, if I can give someone else that push and that reassurance that If you're doubting and there's something that feels off to you, don't ignore it. Trust it. I'm not saying that anyone's doing anything wrong. I'm just saying anywhere area of your life, if there is something that is screaming at you and pulling at you, that something doesn't feel right, listen to it, trust it, delve deeper, and just honestly, please trust it. Right. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I'll be back again soon.